Right, welcome back to Food Busker. Now, last week, my mate, how are we? Made me a panzerotti. It was the best I've ever had. Now, a panzerotti is basically a folded pizza that's deep fried. Yeah, it's really healthy, right? So this week, I'm gonna make it, but with a Food Busker twist. Roll montage. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the filling done. So, I've got some vegetable oil. Just gonna add that to my pan. Half an onion diced into the pan, and we're gonna fry that off. While that's frying, I'm gonna get this rosemary prep, so I'm gonna just basically pull it off the stalk. And now I'm just gonna chop it down. Fry your onions off for about 2 minutes until they start becoming translucent. Once they're translucent, you need about a teaspoon of garlic. Fry that off as well. Give that a minute, and then let's get the rosemary in. Give that a little stir. That's releasing all that beautiful rosemary. You've got the garlic in there and onions. Those 3 ingredients together, so good. And then we're gonna get the beef in. So I'm gonna take about 400 grams of beef mince and introduce that to the pan. And now I'm gonna stir that in. Take that off, put it to the side, then take a twist of parsley, scoop up and drop it in. And then we're just gonna mix that in. How gorgeous does that look? Now we're gonna get the rest of the prep done. So I'm just going to slice up some pieces of mozzarella that are gonna go in now. Important with this is nice thin slices. And now let's get the pizza dough rolled out. Bit of flour. Now this is some pizza dough that I made earlier. If you want the recipe, you're just a looking. He wants the recipe, and if you want the recipe, just click the link here, yeah? And then I'm just gonna roll this out into 2 pizza bases, basically. Every time I make flipping pizza dough, I get flour everywhere. Now, come and have a sniff, right? As you can see, this is really quite thin, and that's the important thing when you're making this. And then once you've got that, just get rid of the excess flour that's on it. So, in with the filling. Okay, so all the filling's in. Now, get your nice thin slices of cheese and just add those guys in. Okay, now, the important thing with this, less is more. Don't ram it full of filling. Now let's fold it over and turn it into something that looks like a calzone. Oh, I forgot. Food Busker secret ingredient. I'm gonna put a little bit of truffle oil in there. And I know it's not very street, but it's gonna add a beautiful flavor to it. Pull it down and then just push down and push all the air out to one side. Now I'm gonna crimp it with a fork. Now I'm just gonna trim it so it looks the biz. Right, let's get that into the oil. So that's all done. Now, a little bit of salt to season. Right, now let's get this bad boy ready for the streets of Camden Town Market. Oh yeah, baby. Now look at the deliciousness in there. Oh man. It's got to be worth $5.50, right? Let's take it to the street and see what people pay. If you like what's happening with Food Busker, make sure you subscribe and let me know what you would pay for this bad boy. Now, come here. I'm John.
Chris.
I'm Food Busker actually. Now, I'm just going to slice you a piece off. Okay. This is a panzerotti, which is essentially a deep fried pizza.
Okay.
Doesn't sound very healthy. Right, get in there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Tasty?
Tasty, man.
Now, for that whole one, what do you think it's worth?
10 quid.
10 quid, yeah? He knows what he's talking about. So I'm the Food Busker. I cook on the street.
Okay.
People try my food and then they tell me what they think it's worth. Just go for it. Just big bite. You didn't struggle on the big bite. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's cool. Now, initial reaction?
Good.
Tasty?
Yep.
Would you venture a delicious?
Yeah, I like the herbs.
So, what would you pay for a whole one?
Whole one? I wouldn't have a clue. I have never bought food in London actually before.
How have you lived?
I flew in last
You must be
night.
really hungry. You must be starving.
I
Oh my God.
am.
But if you weren't so tight,
Okay.
what would you pay for that?
£5?
£5?
Yeah.
Boom. It's a deep fried pizza, so it's really healthy. Would you like to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, so grab there. Truffle oil, mozzarella, beef, rosemary.
Cool.
Get in there, big bite. What would you pay for a full one?
Fiver?
Fiver?
Oh, yeah.
Fiver.
I can't believe my Panzerotti lost. Camden, why? Why? Why?